Hello, welcome to another flip through. This is the Papercut Tarot by Madxcot, and this is a Kickstarter deck. So it came in this two-piece box here. Just very, very plain. I like this little pieces of paper detail here. Then we've got some identification information here. And just very simple and plain. This deck, I think, was $43 with shipping included. And so very good deal, I would say, for a 72 card deck. Actually, it's more than 72. Some Oracle cards came with it. So I would say maybe it's about 90 cards. So I think it's a very good deal. So here we have the Fool. This stack is the Major Arcana. The idea behind this deck is he used physical elements along with Photoshop. So you see this shadowing here. I'm thinking that he probably cut all of this out of paper and then maybe hung it in diorama style and took a picture and sort of edited it with Photoshop. He probably put this in with Photoshop as well. And I think this might be a little bit of damage here, this little square, but nonetheless, I love it. And it has the number up top and the name of the card down below. I'm not sure if he's going to offer these for sale. Here is the Magician. I can get a close-up of the beard here. I don't know if my camera's going to autofocus on his face. Come on, camera. I don't think it's going to. I'm not exactly sure how to do all this, so perhaps if I put something behind it, maybe it's got to be... There we go. Ah, see? So see, his beard is kind of that paper cut, and then he's got a book, and his hat kind of has those elements in it too. And then we've got some quilling, it looks like. So very cool. I love this Magician card. Here is the High Priestess. My goodness, that is my daughter. Oh, ambient noise. It's really hard to get away from this when you have 3 kids, or if you count the one that's not home anymore. He flew away from the nest. We are still helping him nonetheless. This is the Emperor. Very cool too. So the Emperor, okay, we're gonna have to do that again. It's back here. The Emperor doesn't really have a face per se. He kind of has like a cutout, I don't know what that would be called, a filigree. Yeah, filigree, that's what I would say. And he kind of has a feel of a one of those warriors, the Genghis Khan type warriors. Here's the Hierophant. Oh, I really like this card. That is really cool. And then the Lovers. How sweet is that? The Chariot. One of the things he did say was that the creator said he put in elements from his childhood into this deck. He created another deck that looks pretty cool, though. He used AI with that. And here's the Strength card. I don't see a lion represented here. I don't know what his experience with the tarot is. However, I don't necessarily always think it needs to follow the classical depictions of the card. So, but I do get strength from this. Oh, oh my goodness. So I'm getting this all kind of mixed up, but that's okay. All right, and here's the Hermit. Kind of have a feeling of solitude here. The Wheel of Fortune. Very interesting. I just love the intricacies of this. I mean, even just like this, it looks 3D, right? With it not focusing. Even with the trying to come in. Oh, now it's going to focus. But you saw what I meant before. Without it focusing, when it was out of focus, it looked 3D. And then here we have Justice. Not your typical scales. but definitely has that 3D feel. The Hanged Man. What a very nice interpretation. The Hanged Man. Oh my goodness, and I love this Death card. Death is one of my favorite cards. Not just because I'm a Scorpio, but just because of what it means. And I do like skulls, but Death just has such a heavy feeling, yet there is a horizon that comes with the energy of death, and I always am so interested to see how artists portray this card. And I think this is wonderfully done. I mean, look at that beard of this animal. Oh my goodness. Maybe if I were to get this, I have a book here that's completely black. Let's see how this works. That focuses better. There, I think that's a lot better. I love this frame that's going around this this figure here. Maybe like a sort of a Baphomet type. And here's Temperance, a lot different from the classical depictions of temperance. But I do like this detailing we have here in the clouds. That is just beautiful. Oh wow, look at this devil. The scrolling that was done for this devil is just wonderful. I'm excited to read with this deck. The Tower, and look at the glow of the moon. That's pretty cool. And these birds here, are they just sort of falling out of the sky? Or are they flying? See, this is a different depiction. There's some more scroll work down there. A different depiction of the tower. Usually it's of destruction, right? The tower's being struck by lightning and it's crumbling. Here's the star. That's nice. Expected a little bit more scrolling and detailing in the star. And here's the moon. Can't really see because of the light source here, but perhaps maybe if I turn this down a bit, maybe we can see the moon a little bit better. Okay, that's a little better, right? And then we've got some detailing here that's kind of washed out because of the lighting. Let me turn this light down too. Ooh, isn't that wonderful that the moon looks better in the dark? I love that. I love how that kind of worked out. Okay, and then we have the sun here. Maybe this lighting is just better as a whole, right? Here we go. And this is really nice. And it's like the sun, this is the rays, and here's the center, but it's not actually the sun, though it looks like the sun. I mean, this is just a beautiful card. Judgment. Lots of scroll work here as well. Ooh, and the world. So it seems like ships and trains, boats are part of his childhood. Like I said, he wanted to incorporate his childhood into this deck. Okay, so that's the major arcana. And so he has let's see if I can get all these shown here. He's got books and sigils. And then we've got blades and candles as his suits. Okay, so I'm guessing candles is going to be the fire. Sigils would be earth, blades, air, and books, water, interestingly enough. So I like to go fire first. So here's Ace of Candles. That is cool. Let's turn up the light a little bit. Let's see how that works. All right. I've got lots of kids. That's one of the, what's the word I'm looking for? I usually don't record with them home. I record with them at school. However, I had a busy week this week, and this was just delivered today, and I was just about to start some readings, but I wanted to get this out there. So 4 of candles. You know, another thing I like about decks like this that don't necessarily follow a certain style, or I guess style would be the word. So as far as RWS, it leaves it up for interpretation what these cards mean. You can use, of course, you can apply RWS to this. You can apply numerology. You can apply intuitively what the scenery invokes. And so when you don't have something already mapped out in your brain as to this card means that, you get a more intuitive reading. You get a more kind of going with the flow. So this is the 8 of candles. So pretty. I wonder if he actually used actual candles here. This looks like the same candle with the same flame. And this is the 9 of candles. This is a beautiful scenery of like a citadel here. Look at that. I mean, I'm wondering if he cut this stuff out or how he did this. This is very interesting. So it doesn't say much on his Kickstarter. I'd have to contact him and get some more information about this deck. I wonder if even we could do an interview. That would be super cool, right? I've never interviewed anyone. And then here's the 10 of candles. And you know, 10 of wands always depicts a card of hardship, of burden, frustration, carrying heavy things, and this is more of a sort of a completion, an arrival, a sort of a new terrain to work in, as I like to say. Here's the Knight of, oh wow, look at this Knight of candles. And interesting, he puts the Knight before the page. I haven't even flipped through this deck yet. I love this card. I love this. And I'm working with the Hermetic Tarot, and the Hermetic Tarot, they like to put the energy of the Knight and the Queen as being the head of the quartz. Here's the page. Oh, that's cool. I like that. Very pensive looking page. He's kind of got a seriousness in his eye. He is looking away from his candle flame, though. Oh no, there's a candle flame on this side. Then we've got the Queen. Wow, look at that. And the King. All right, so next. Okay, so that was the suit of candles. And so now we will do books, which I'm assuming this is water. Very interesting title for this suit. So we've got books. The color of this is just beautiful. I mean, I love the coloration. This down here is beautiful. I love these oranges back here. I just love this. So this is the Ace. And here is the 2. This is 3. So I wonder, are there 3 books? What makes this 3 of books? There are some books back here. That looks like there's more than 3, huh? So we've got an open one here. Very curious. You know, I might contact him to see if he would be interested in doing an interview. about this deck because there's just so much. He did not put out a guidebook yet. I know in one of his communications he did say that it was coming. However, I didn't get the message that it was actually delivered, and it was going to be a PDF. Yeah, I think he was going to post it on Google Docs or something. So this is the 6, is it? Roman numerals, yes, 6 of books. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bottles. I was thinking that perhaps because there's bottles in these. Well, not this one. Okay, yeah, I don't know. I don't have the guidebook to guide me in understanding this, but nonetheless, these are beautiful cards. And like I said, these types of things leave it up to the reader for interpretation. I love the what's it called? The placement of light source. How it would just it's like it's coming from here because these rays are more lit. It's more lit over here. I just think this is amazing. It's just amazing that he did this with Photoshop and so this is the 9 of books, and this is like another city sort of floating. Let's get this underneath the book. There we go. See if it'll focus. There we go. Yeah, so, oh, this is like a paper cut book. One of those pop-up books. My kids have several of those. And here we have 10 of books. Oh, I don't know if it's not picking up on camera. Let's bring this back again. The detail back here. Yeah, now you can see it. So there's like a big old castle back there, and it's lit up, and we've got the flora and fauna up here in the foreground. Beautiful, just beautiful. And here's the night. Wow. I really like this night. I think I like the night of candles a little bit better though. Here's the page. Oh, I love that we have the feminine being represented as a page. And here's Queen. Beautiful. This blue is just gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. You know, on camera, this lighter blue is showing up as more of a very pale blue, almost like a white tinted blue. So on camera, it's showing up as like a baby blue, but here I'm looking at it and it's like a white with a blue tint. And these butterflies up here are more sort of like a really light pink. Oh, look at the king. This is just magnificent. And then we've got some scrolling under the eye to show his age. Wow. If my face wrinkled like that, I think I would be happy. Oh my goodness. I am in love with this deck. I really am. I cannot wait to read with it. Okay, now we've got the blades. Here's the ace. And then we can see this nice scroll work right above the hilt. That's beautiful. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry about that. My children. I don't even know how they have friends if they scream like that. Like, you know, I would get so irritated if somebody was screaming in my ear. I had headphones on and someone was just screaming like that. I mean, I would quit. I wouldn't play anymore. 3 of blades. This is just magnificent. This white, beautiful. 4. 5. 6. Oh, look at this mirror down here. it could be, you know, the Six of Swords is that boat, you know, that boat heading to better places, I guess you could say, and this could be the boat heading to on water. So maybe a little bit of RWS influence, right? Seven of Blades. Here we have these 6 blades stabbing this one. Let's get a closer look on this one. That is cool. Maybe not stabbing. How would you stab a blade? Uh-oh, I dropped that. Okay, this is the 8. Here is the 9. This yellow detail. That's pretty cool. Here is 10. And again, the 10 in RWS is just so final, you know, being stabbed 10 times. Oh my goodness, look at this knight. Wow. Almost looks like he has horns, right? Page. Queen. Oh my goodness. I don't know what that's called. I guess a collar. That's beautiful. Oh, and here's the king. We've got horns on this guy too. That is just so cool. This is just amazing, this deck. I love it. I really do. Okay, now we are to the sigils. And I'm guessing this is the Pentacles, Earth. If we even wanted to assign the elements to this. Oh, look at that. Let's put this on the board. That is cool. The moon and the sun. Really cool. Oh, and look at that background. Wow. The detail. You can barely see this detail. I can't even see it. Here, I notice it on camera. Let me turn on the light. Turn up the light. Yeah, I can see it a little better now. Okay. So here's 3 of sigil. I love skulls. 4. Got a pentacle here. Interesting that this is a 4 with this pentacle. This is a 5. This is a 6. And then we've got 7. 8 with the eye. That's super cool. It's nice. Oh, and look at this. This is the 9. Wow, look at the raven. And what, we've got a fox here, or is that an owl? No, that's a bird. That might even be a griffin, huh? It's kind of thin to be an owl. That's really cool. And then we've got the 10 of sigils. Here is the knight. This knight looks pretty cool. The knights take the cake in this deck, I would say. Here's page. Oh, I love this dark face of the page contrasted with the white hair around his face. And the androgyny of this card is, oh my, look at this queen. This is just great. Look at that. That is just beautiful. Oh my goodness. Now this makes me interested in his other deck. I don't remember if I checked out the other deck before pledging this one. And I almost didn't pledge this deck, but then it was like $35 and I was like, well, why not? I mean, goodness gracious, what a good deal for a deck. So that's why I ultimately ended up pledging. Okay, so here are the oracle cards. These are the extras that he included. And they have a title here at the bottom, and then all of them have this 0 up at the top. I'm guessing, or maybe that's O for Oracle. Hello. So this is Ascension. And then I just love this foreground here, and this sort of puts her in the background or in the middle ground. And then the detail. I just wonder how he did all this. Is this the physical that he did? Oh my goodness. This is Dream. Ooh, the color of this one. I love it. I love it so much. And this is Expression. Very cool. Music. Fate. This guy looks cool. That's kind of a odd looking sword he has. Kind of looks like a ray gun / sword. He doesn't look like the type that would carry a ray gun. All right, Imagination. This here we go with the solar system. Wow, that is super cool. I like the coloring of this card. Mother. Wow. If this were an actual like piece of art, an actual physical thing, I would buy this and hang it up. I have something similar to this that's carved out of a piece of wood. And it's a scenery of some flora and fauna, some leaves, and maybe some deer, or I can't remember if it's birds or deer. Anyway, it's 3D like this, and it's carved out of a singular piece of wood, and it's gorgeous. And if there was a piece just like that, carved out like this, I would add it to my collection. Oh, this is Tribulation. Here's Voyage. Wander. This piece too. Wow, if this were a piece I could buy and hang up. Like a 3D. That's gorgeous. Wish, another one. Wow. I am so interested to know how he did this. Not to copy it, but just to know. And this is Wonder. The coloring of this card is just beautiful. I love the pinks, and the pink and orange just look so nice together. And the final card is Mystery. This is cool. All right, and so that is that. That is the Papercut Tarot by Madxcot, and you can find him on Kickstarter, and I believe he has a Facebook page as well. So this deck is really, really nice, really cool. A lot of interpretation to be left up to the reader, and just amazing artwork, amazing concept. So thank you. I did not intend for this video to be so long. I thought I was going to do a quick flip through, but I was just enamored with the artwork that was presented, and I'm so happy and that I backed this deck, and that it was so affordable as well. That's just amazing. That it's just an all-around good deal. So I will do a little research to see if these are still available for purchase, and I will put the information in the description box if you're interested. So it is, I did get these on Kickstarter, and sometimes they're not available for sale, but I do remember him saying there were some extra decks, so he might have some available. So I'll get that information posted for you. Okay, thanks again for watching, and you have a wonderful weekend. Take care.